Welcome to another episode of the Vaugh Show. Today we're going to be doing part 2 of savvy travel tips that I want to provide you guys for your international travel abroad. So make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and click the bell. So let's continue on this journey. Like on my previous video, I gave you guys 20 of my most really good tips that I use in regards to international travels. So I'm going to give you my next set, and I keep all my notes on my trusty phone. So tip number 1, lunchtime is the best time to visit historical sites. So the reason why lunchtime is the best time to hit historical sites when you want to do like museums and things like that is because a lot of the like the group tours, they're all heading to lunch. So now those sites aren't as packed as you would be like if you went like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon or early in the morning. So always hit up a historical or museum type during the lunch hour so you don't have to deal with the group traffic. Number 2, never eat in tourist areas or near a tourist attraction. I never eat like nowhere near like any type of tourist attraction because they're always expensive. But I've always noticed if you go like maybe 5 or 6 blocks to the right or to the left of the tourist attraction, you'll get local food that is a lot cheaper. So never eat the tourist food because they always jack the prices up. Number 3, locals don't eat out every night, and neither should you. So a lot of times I stay in Airbnbs that have like little kitchenettes or kitchens so I can like cook my food to save more money. So at the same time you can go to like the local grocery stores and see what the local food that the people actually eat, and you can try to learn something new and cook it yourself. So that is a really good way to save money on food because food is very expensive if you're eating out every night. Number 4, eat at expensive restaurants at lunchtime. So if you do want to eat out, I would say eat at lunchtime because what I've noticed is that a lot of time the lunch menu is almost the same as the dinner menu, but you're getting half price. If you've ever noticed that in a lot of places. So I would just strongly suggest if you want to eat at an expensive restaurant, eat at expensive restaurants during lunchtime. The next tip I have is always pack a flashlight because you never know what is going to happen, so make sure you always pack a flashlight. After that, carry a basic first aid kit. Anything could happen, so you should always have a first aid kit on hand. The next one I have is always book your flights 2 to 3 months in advance to get the best price. That is just a true fact. You guys can use Google Flights and use their forecasting flight calculator, which will tell you the prices based upon the dates that you put in. Or you can also use Hopper as well. That's something I always use in regards to booking my flight. Make sure you go incognito when you're looking to book your flight to make sure that so that they don't constantly adjust the rate of the flight because you've been constantly looking at it. So make sure you go incognito when you look at flights and also purchase flights as well. Next, I'm not a big fan. I would also staying in hostels is one of my recommendations, but I would always say do the research and reviews on the hostels first before you go into them. I've had some good ones, I've had some bad ones, but I always do a review. I always give it a call, and I try to reach out to some of the people on the review. I try to look them on Facebook or Instagram to see if I can personally DM them to ask them what their actual experience was in regards to staying at particular hostels outside of the country. Okay. The next one I have, using meetups, sharing economy or hospitality website to meet local people. So I'm a big advocate for this, and I'm going to put this information in the notes. One thing the couple of websites that I have used in regards to like going certain places is websites like couchsurfing.com, where like people will be willing to render their couch to you, a spare room to you for free. I'm going to put the notes in, but I've done it many times before to save a lot of money. So couchsurfing is a really good one, and you can also meet people as well doing couchsurfing.com. So check out that website. The next one, of course, is Airbnb. Eat with is another one. There's a fee associated with it, but however, it is people who are willing to give you, local people who are willing to allow you to pick their brains on restaurants and places to eat. They'll give you kind of like the first-hand like local spots to go to get good and affordable foods at a very cheap rate. So Eat with is another one. BlaBlaCar is a ride-sharing website that lets you share with vetted local drivers by pitching in for gas. I've used this before. I loved it, especially when I went from one city to another city, which was like an hour and a half away. basically you just pitch in with everyone for gas. So instead of paying like $14, $15, like $30 and $40 or $20 and $30 for a ride, you just pitch in for gas, and it may cost you like $6 or $7 for a 1 hour ride someplace. So I've done that before. It's called Blah Blah Car, but again, I'll put the information in the list below. Another really good website that I've used is called Gumtree. It's something sort of like a Craigslist, but it's an amazing resource for travelers. And you can find like travel partners, rideshare jobs, secondhand gear, homestays, and much more. So you guys make sure you check out Gumtree. And again, all of these information that I'm giving you, I'm going to put in the notes as well, but you should definitely check them out in regards to, and I'm actually going to do a video specifically on these, just to give you some more insider information on like some resources in regards to like local websites that you can use for picking a location that you decide to go to for travel. I'm definitely going to do another video on this, but I just want to kind of give you a quick overview of that as well. The next one I have is keep your guard up. Make sure you keep your guards up. You know, again, I'm one of those person that I don't mind like having conversation with strangers, but at the same time you have to be careful as well. Next one is try new foods. That's always a good thing to do in a new country. Make sure you try new foods. Also, my next advice, avoid taxis. Taxis are overpriced, especially when they know that you're a tourist. They will jack that price up in a heartbeat. And my final one for this one, I will say, and I'm going to give you guys a part 3, but the final one I'll say for this one is take an empty metal water bottle, because a lot of time the airports, you know, you can't take water physically through TSA. However, if you have like a water bottle, you can definitely take the water bottle through with you. And a lot of time there's filters throughout the airport that you can fill your water up. So that'll save you money on water and not paying like $5 and $6 for a 8 to 18 ounce bottle of water, which would be like $5 to $6, which is like highway robbery. I don't understand why the airport charges that much for water. But again, a metal or a plastic, a metal water bottle, you can get through TSA as well. So guys, again, thank you for watching my video today. I just want to give you guys a part 2 of savvy international travel tips that I use. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and click the bell, and I will see you guys on my next video. Peace.